children of the Most High God. A lot of people, they be reading these books, right? But when they read the book, they just read it. They don't break down the sentence or nothing. They don't get the words and just, because sometimes one word can mean a lot of things. One sentence could be the whole chapter. And some of these guys y'all go to these temples too, they know if you break down certain books to you, you can walk right out of their temple, man. You can walk right out of their church. They know. And I'm starting to notice that I try to attend one even though I know what the books say. I try to attend one, just to, meet people and everything, but even though I know what the books say. And if you don't believe me, you can go to the book of Hebrew 9 verse 24. For Christ do not enter a holy place made by hands. Everybody know that. Christ walked the street and preached the word. But besides that, this how you're supposed to read the Bible, the basic instructions for leaving earth, or any book. Blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in this law doth he meditate day and night. It should be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. First word, blessed, is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. See, you blessed if you around somebody who acknowledge God, because if they don't acknowledge God, they feel like nobody's watching them. And they'll do their damnedest to you, man. They'll deceive you, steal from you, lie to you, probably even hurt you. Nor stand in the way of sinners. Like, you don't hang around them. You ain't getting in their way. You ain't trying to get in their circle. You ain't trying to be like them. Blessed is the man that walk not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stand in the way of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. Like, you got a lot of people out here, they got these jobs, right? And y'all probably know what I'm talking about. And the jobs they got is so very scornful. Like, man, when it's time for judgment, man, they gotta be seen about the jobs they had and how they thought it was better than other people, and how they did a lot of bad things because of the job that they had. Sit in the seat of the scornful. I could break them down, but let's see how wise you are, shepherds. Sit in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord. Ain't just no Saturday, no Sunday. Every day it's a delightful thing to know God and live like God. Appreciate yourself, because you're a smaller God, a demigod, a devotee. Your delight. Like, if God said don't do that, you know it makes the Creator proud for things that you walked away from. And that's the delight. That's like, the happiness of God. His delight is in the law of the Lord. The law of the Lord. Like, you ain't worried about man law. You worried about the law of the Most High. In this law, he meditate day and night. Not just and should be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Listen, when you do what the Most High God telling you to do, man, you're going to be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Everybody know plant life need water, right? So imagine you like a tree planted by the rivers of water. That's all God's blessings coming to you. All the water that's coming to you. all of it for being on point. You just ain't no Sunday clap your hands person or no Saturday clap your hands person. You are every day. Every day you get up, you giving praise. Every day you got God on your mind. Every day you praying for every step you take. Every day you showing people love because your delight is in the law of the Lord. It just ain't no, well, I done sinned the whole week. Now here goes Sunday. I'm going to wash it off. I done sinned the whole week. Here goes Saturday. I'm going to wash it off. Really? You meditate day and night about the Creator because you know why you still here. God is not the God that's going to give you fancy clothes, cars, riches, bling, bling, this and that. Nah. You get the opportunity to live, to get these things. It's all up to you to get them things, all the vain things of the world. But, man, the most precious thing in life is life and your soul. And she be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bring forth fruit in its season. See, you got to understand, sometimes you might pay for things and it might not come when it's supposed to. And the fruit is the talents you have, the gifts you have. You might be a carpenter. You might be a fisherman. You might race cars. You might be a rapper. Might be a singer. Might be a dancer. These are your fruits. Might be a poet. You might just have beautiful kids. You might be a strong thinker. Remember, you're a tree planted by rivers of water that bring forth its fruit. The fruit is the things you bear naturally. The gifts God gave you. That's the fruit. Not no, some people think, oh, well, you're going to be a tree and it's going to be a bunch of apples on you. Nah, man. The Creator already blessed you by putting you by the rivers of water, all His blessings. Then you're going to bring forth fruit. So you never know when you start doing your walking away from all the bad stuff, you got a season where God's going to crown you and just, man, you're going to get spiritual trophies for what all the good you did, because everything that you're doing is not unseen. It's seen. The Creator know your heart, know what you're doing, what you walk from, what you're going to. And listen, in its season. And everything you shall do shall prosper. You know, you will not wither away. Your leaves shall not wither. See, it's like the Creator is describing you as a plant. He done planted you by rivers of water. So that means you healthy. You got your time when your season come. Winter, spring, summer, fall. Your fruit that you bear is your gifts, your talents, your blessings, listen. And your leaf shall also not wither. That means you're going to stay strong and healthy. But the ungodly, they're not so. They're going to do everything. They're going to be in a desert, no water. All their gifts, they ain't going to never do them. All their leaves going to fall off them. You know a tree need leaves to pick up the rays of the sun. But this is how you're supposed to read the book, though. People just read through it and just go, oh, it say this and say that. Nah, that's how it's supposed to be read. The Most High God is looking at you like a plant and gave you so much love, He put you by a river of water. And then you're going to bear your fruits, your gifts in your season. Know what I'm saying? Check this one out. Why do the heathen rage? This Psalms 2. That was Psalms 1. Why do the heathen rage and people imagine in vain things? The kings of the earth set themselves rulers and take counsel against the Lord and His anointed saints. So, a lot of people tell me, even when I just read it, they understand what I'm saying. Why do the heathen? The heathen is the bad people of the world. These bad leaders of the world. They got different names. They used to call them pharaohs back in the days. Now they call them presidents and prime ministers and stuff like that. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine in vain things? People trying to do everything they see the rappers doing. These lying behind rappers, these lying behind actors, trying to bait you in to sell your soul. Trying to get this car, this crib, this chain, this TV, this, when the heathen's raging. They make you burn your time. They out here putting these plagues in the air. They got you fighting each other, killing each other. Why do the heathen rage? The heathen is one type of people. That's one. And the people imagine. That's the people. That's two. Imagine in vain things. And the kings of the earth set themselves. God didn't say they was the kings. God put one king up here. You know what they did to that boy? Well, he put more than one king. You know, he put David and Christ. Them are the only two kings I know. You had Saul too, but Saul went crazy. Saul went crazy and tried to kill David, but out of jealousy. But you know, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine the vain things? The kings of the earth set themselves. Like you said a VCR, you said a microwave, you set. It wasn't already there. They had to set themselves. They took their positions, set themselves rulers, and take counsel. They got together, take counsel against the Lord. Like they going all over the world. They trying to come with this mark of the beast. They trying to put God at the church house, the schoolhouse. Hey, listen, we used to pray when I was coming up in school. You can't even do that no more. Set themselves rulers and take counsel against the Lord and his anointed ones, anointed saints, the things anything that got God in, they finna wipe that out. That's how you read. Why do the heathen is one people. They raging. They starting wars. They got us wearing masses and, you know, all the little bad stuff they doing. Why do the heathen rage? And the people, that's two. Imagining vain things, trying to be these rappers, and rappers wearing these rental clothes and rental cars and fake money they throwing in the air. Y'all just don't even know the behind the scenes. These boys don't sold their soul, and what it is they gotta get you to believe that this lifestyle that they living is so easy. Some of these rappers out here be trying to tell y'all don't do it, man. And then you out here trying to imagine the vain things, acting like you could live that life. And you got bills up the ass, trying to be like this rapper who rap about himself. These rappers ain't trying to, see, back in the days, the rap used to be about revolutionary, like get up, get down. 911 is a joke, or fight the power. Now, man, listen, man. These boys talking about this, you paying all this money to listen to a CD and this cat telling you about his life, how he came up, how he doing good. And you just bought a CD, so he doing even better. So you actually paying for somebody to tell you how they doing. I'm talking about imagining in vain things. Ain't like you gonna ever get where they at. You imagining. Now you stuck in debt and vain things. People ain't reading how they supposed to read. They reading through it. And they, the Lord said this. Man, y'all would start playing with God, man. He wrote what he wrote. His prophets wrote it. And plus, they changed the names anyway. They want to just go ahead and read, man. Anything that's about goodness and blessings and prosperity, and it's feeding the soul. Because if you're a child of the Most High, naturally, you're going to look for things like that. And naturally, you are His, the Great Spirit. And that's all I'm going to say to you, man. Why do the heathen rage? And God's beautiful people imagining the vain things. And why they do that? The kings of the earth set themselves rulers. And why they do that? They take counsel against the Lord and his anointed saints. Everything that got something to do with God, they going against it. So y'all get ready, man. The signs of the times is here, whether you believe it or not, man. Yeah. That part.